What's up everyone, it is Paul, the Toy Scavenger, and I'm on a little trip this morning. So usually I would hop in my car, drive to where I'm going, pick up the toys, drive back, easy peasy. But today I'm going down London. I'm going to Bond Street because there's some toys there that I need to collect. So I've got my backpack on, I've got my suitcase ready to fill it up with lots of cool toys. So let's go see what I can find. When I get back, I'll show you what I've actually got. You're going to love it. So ladies and gentlemen, I am back in the toy room. So this is the box that I picked up. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I told you that you're gonna like it. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Toy Scavenger, and you can buy the toys and these at thetoyscavenger.com. And if you like this, remember to hit subscribe because I'm always updating and bringing out new things all the time. I love Mighty Max. I absolutely love Mighty Max. I'm really getting into it lately, so I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I'm going to. So first up, I'm gonna go for the big boy Mighty Max Sinks Nauticus. Look at that, the shell. People know it as the purple shell. There are different variants as well of this, but it is so cool. So what happens is you pull that out like that, and it comes with a little bug space water thing. God, I'm not sure what it's called. Open it up. Everything always falls out on Mighty Max. And this wheel, not sure what that's supposed to be. I think that connects there. The bad guy goes inside there, which he's missing unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to try and find him. There's a little trap door there that would squash Mighty Max as he comes along. It's really good. I really like this. There's a little blaster at the top up there for the bad guy to sit. Yeah, that's a nice one. There's a lot of detail on this one. And then they all go back together. Make sure we get them all in line, otherwise they don't go back together, do they? As we know. Slides back in there and clip. That's Mighty Max Sinks Nauticus. Next up, I'm going to go for Mighty Max Terminates Wolf Ship 7, and this is the variant green and blue version. Open him up. Oh, he's complete. He's got a couple of aliens and a Mighty Max, and you can definitely see a little bit of inspiration taken from the Alien movies with these guys and their heads. So you have Mighty Max, he usually stands there. It's also got like a little spaceship that disconnects. The ears or the wings kind of pop out. You have a little ray gun there. The original normal version is completely grey. This one's like silver, green and blue with a bit of red. I prefer this one, to be honest. But they pop out like that, turning into a spaceship. Next, I'm going to go for the variant Mighty Max Liquidates the Ice Alien, which is this one. The normal one, let's show you. The normal one is blue, light blue and green. This one's black and green, as you can see. There we go, open him up. I think he's incomplete because he's missing the little robot android, but it does have the big aliens. Again, quite a bit of inspiration probably taken from Aliens the movie with these kind of things. You find that with a lot of 90s toys. They're always taking inspiration from each other, which is really good. You know, sharing's caring. Detail on that one. I think I prefer this in red, to be honest. The inside, definitely I prefer that to be red. Next up, I'm going to go for Mighty Max Trapped by Raknoid. Here we go, open him up. There he is. He comes with a big Black Widow spider or tarantula. I'm not too sure what kind, I'm not an expert. There's a Raknoid that goes there, and then that would spin round if I remember correctly. Yep, that spins round and Mighty Max is appearing there. It's missing a little blob, a brain thing there. And when you open up the cage, you look at the detail on that one, you've got a bit of a body there. Pop that down. I'm trapped. Trapped by a Raknoid. Yeah, I like this. It's one of the most common ones, but I've always liked that one. Scurry away. Next, I'm going to go for Mighty Max Outwits the Cyclops. I always like this one because of the colours on it, the purple and the green. Kind of zombified and gross out kind of style, really cool. Open that one up from the centre there. There he is. This one's got a few extra pieces With this one, what you'll find is it will have a cage underneath, as you can see. It won't come out, it's stuck there. So what you have to do is wheel it out, because otherwise the cage will snap or the paint will come off and it will damage the item. So the best way to do is kind of get that in some water, let it melt a little bit. And then you've got the little coffin there. You'd have Mighty Max. Mighty Max seems to be missing on this one. And there's your Cyclops. Really good. Excellent. Next I'm going to go for our Mighty Max Stings the Scorpion. This one's a complete difference to the others, because while you have that bit on the back, this opens up from the rear rather than the front. It comes with a huge scorpion here, which is like a kind of a robot scorpion. There's his driver, or the bad guy, I'm not sure his name. This kind of opens up there. It has a bit of an action to it as well. It's quite a nice one. Missing Mighty Max, but I'm sure I can get myself a Mighty Max. I always wanted this one as a kid, but having it as an adult, I feel like I'm a little bit let down by it, to be honest, compared to some of the others. But you know, it is a good set. Looking at it like that, that's really cool. The insides I'm not too keen on. So next up I'm going to go for the Temple of Venom, or it's also known as the Palace of Poison. My one was Temple of Venom when I was a kid, and I actually have this one still from when I was little. That opens up, the snake opens up, that goes there, hooks on, and when you open that, there's a little mummy hiding away in there. You can see him, there he is. Also see him like hiding away there. You have the little treasure chest that opens up there, obviously the big scorpion as well, and Mighty Max would go in there. This is always broken on one of these, so always check that they're not broke. That one's not, that's good. Happy with that. Next I'm going to go for Mighty Max Blows Up Dino Lab. That one. There he is, a Triceratops. I mean, we got a Triceratops saber-toothed tiger, we haven't got Tyrannosaurus. Bit of Power Rangers reference there. So let's open that one up. I like this one, I do. You get yourself a nice little Velociraptor in a cage up there. Let's keep him shut. Which is also kind of like the spike of the Triceratops, pretty cool. You get yourself a pterodactyl, which is good, and then that opens up, and there's a mad scientist or professor inside there holding a little vial of chemicals or whatever he's got to make his dinos. Quite a lot of detail on this one with the lab and so on, but you can't get to it, which was always a thing as a kid. I always wanted that to kind of slide out, but you can't have everything. I love this one too because of the lizards on the inside. There's loads of them just floating around there, and the little kind of hand coming out of the swamp that's down there. Really cool. Yeah, I like that one. So next I'm going to go for the Jaws of Doom, but I think this one's man-eater as well. Depends on where you got it and what country you're from. I love this one because you have like the ropes that are tying him up to stop him from biting, and when you open him up you have the harpoons that have gone through the skin, showing a bit of a skeleton as well, leftovers. You get a manta ray here, I think it is. He opens up there. Get yourself a nice little manta ray there for Mighty Max to kind of swim along on. And inside you get little Squid Master and his two squids, and also Mighty Max. That's one of my personal favourites as well. I think I go for the ones that actually look pretty cool when they're closed. That one looks really good when he's closed. Next I'm going to go for Mighty Max Grips the Hand. This is one of my personal favourites. It is a graveyard of zombies. He opens up like that. You have the skeletons there. You have the tomb that opens up with a little zombie there. And when you open him up there, you've got this giant kind of tree zombie with the RIP and the skeletons that kind of attack you. And then when you put the hand down as well, that bit opens up, I believe. There it is. And kind of like, it's got little jaws in there and a little zombie skeleton as well. What more do you want as a kid? That is just so cool. Next up I'm going to go for Mighty Max Lashes Lizard, or Lizard Lashes, I can never remember which way around. But this one's good because if you do that, look at the lizard go. His little tongue goes. How cool is that? This one's always difficult to open up, but he opens like this. Like that. Skeleton there holding in Mighty Max. This action here, switch that around, works as well to lift up, and you've got like a little sucker, like a face hugger sucker hand there with a bit of a little mouth, and this little turkey looking worm blob Buddha. Yeah, he's just weird looking, but he's pretty cool. Look at him, look at the markings on him. Wouldn't like to meet him in a dark alley, no way. And I like this because you've got the little hands inside as well, which is similar to the other hands that you can see. Really good. So next up I'm going to go Mighty Max Tangles with the Ape. This one always reminds me of King Kong. If you're a King Kong Godzilla fan, you've got to have this one, haven't you? Let's open him up. The detail on this one's unbelievable. Fantastic detail as well. That opens up there to make a kind of cage. You have obviously the little gorilla there with a little jungle man, snake, Mighty Max, a little swamp and jungle. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. There he is, the monkey. Next up I'm going to go for Mighty Max Slays the Doom Dragon, the classic. Now I know this one actually is incomplete. He's missing one of the vines. The other vine is there. You've got the dragon, he's missing the Dragon Master, and he's missing Mighty Max as well. But that one was pretty cool, all the details as well. This is one of the most popular ones. This and Skull Dungeon were the two most popular because they were from the first series. And speaking of Skull Dungeon, let's go for the classic. Look at that. That's iconic, isn't it? That really is. If you think of Mighty Max, this is what you think of. This set, unbelievable. Obviously you've got Mighty Max there. This set had so many little things that happened. You had a little trapdoor there, you had the machine switch, you had the table with little Frank on there, and the little mad scientist. And then obviously you've got the electrical current kind of turbines, or whatever they're called. But this one's complete. Really happy with this. Swap the Mighty Max out. Always got a little bookcase as well. That's good. Next I'm going to go for Mighty Max Grapples with Battle Cat. Look at that. Saber-toothed tiger, I would say. Definitely. You open him up. A lot of detail in this one. A lot of actions. This opens up to the side. That opens up to the side. You get your big woolly mammoth there. Your big cage there. That's actually on spring loaded, so he will trap them. And then there's like a pretend spring there. Look at this. Little caveman holding a rock. He's going to smash Mighty Max. And then this is the wrong Mighty Max that goes with that, but he's got a little axe with that one. It's pretty cool. Do you remember this one? So I'll take this moment, guys, to say remember to just subscribe if you want to see more things like this. And also just leave a comment. Did you have any of these? Do you like any of these? Which one was your favourite? So next up I'm going to go for a Mighty Max Trapus. This is one of the more sought after ones. I'm not too sure why, but let's open him up. He comes with like a little mini spider there. But I also find this one hilarious because he comes with like a little mini Splinter, like an angry Splinter. Definitely based on Splinter, that one. It's like what would have happened if the turtles never turned up. If you look in here, look, toxic waste inside there. So it is very much based on the turtles without the turtles. There, he's cool. And you've got a little Mighty Max in there that gets trapped. That opens up, little trapdoor there. Ooh, he'll fall into there. Yeah, that's cool. So next up I'm gonna go for Mighty Max Bites the Cyber Skull. Ah, that is so cool. Look at that. The colors on it is so 90s. Awesome this is. It's got lots and lots of parts, as you can see. Oh, that fell off. Like a little vehicle there, blaster there, back pops down there. I think that pops up there. The brain that comes out. Obviously you've got the little cyber villain, got Mighty Max. That goes up there. This one's more intricate than most of the others, but he's really good. I like this one. That one looks complete as well, so quite happy with that. Pop that down there. I think that is the Doom zones. So moving on to the little ones, I think this one's like Axeman. Here he is, and he comes with his little axe and his chainsaw, and he chops Mighty Max with there. It's like the horror heads these are called. It's a werewolf. Open that one up. Got the little werewolves there. That also the ears, really clever. That is really, really clever. Mighty Max is trapped inside there. Corpus. I think this one's named Corpus. You open him up. It's got a few little figures, this one. Like a brain with some eyes, a little kind of worm, and Mighty Max as well. And that makes up the eyes and parts of the skull. That's really cool. It's like a zombie, isn't it? This one's Zomboid, I think. I can never remember his name. Kind of opens up there. You get yourself a little minifigure. Obviously Mighty Max. This kind of does come undone. I'm not going to take it off because it does take a while to get back on. But it's like a little rocket ship, spaceship for him to kind of fly around. More in there? Oh, there's one. The Nuke Ranger, open up there, and he rests underneath there. There he is, the Nuclear Ranger. Very Toxic Crusader-ish, this one. You could put it in your Toxic Crusader collection, get a few of them at the back, and that would look perfect. 1992, these ones. Chronosaurus, probably the most common out of them all, but you get different colour ones as well, so there is a variant. This one's the blue and red one. There's little Mighty Max in there with a little caveman and his little bone. Nice detail on that one. And that's it for the horror heads. So let's jump in there for this. There's the Mighty Max Watch, the Skull Dungeon one. So you open him up, look, there he is, little Mighty Max, and he sits there, and you can just tell the time. But how does it work? There, little tiny buttons. Little Frank. It's so cool. Need to get a battery in this one and wear that on some toy hunts. Do you know what, the Mighty Max, these watches are not that expensive as well, so they are quite affordable, to be honest. Wish they made them as adults. But look at the strap. It's like a stone strap. Really cool. Really like that. Really happy with it. So we're going to move on to the Battle Warriors. This is all 6 Battle Warriors in here. They're not all complete. There's a few little bits missing, but they are really, really cool. So I'm going to show you all of them. So the first one is called Mighty Max Defeats the Conqueror, which is this guy. I'm not going to open him up because he is hard to open up, but I'll open this like little bit there with the figure there. You have your figure there, Mighty Max inside. And these would not look out of place in most action figure lines because they are little action figures. Just open up and have a cool little action inside. So next one is Mighty Max head to head with Hydra. This guy has 2 heads, as you can see. I think his weapon, once that goes on there, these kind of pop into their hands as well, so they can hold their weapons as well if you don't want them in the heads. But to get him open, he opens up like that. Pops down there, you've got the Skullmaster standing inside waiting. There's no Mighty Max in this one, and I think he's missing something else, but I'm sure I've got a spare somewhere. Next one is Mighty Max Melts the Lava Beast. I like this one. Yeah, it really reminds me of playing World of Warcraft, this one. I know this came out before World of Warcraft, so I think it was the Fire Golems or something, but he's pretty good, you know. Fits in Moana as well, doesn't he? A bit of lava. But here he is inside. This is like a little projectile there, or fire Mighty Max, who he's actually missing, so I'm going to have to try and sort him out. His hand does pop off as well there, so it's like a rocket. He's quite a nice one. I like the colours on that one. The next one is Mighty Max Strikes Fang. Here he is. He has his little compartment here with a little mummy on the inside there, which is great. That goes on there, pops up, that pops down, Mighty Max inside. Pretty cool. There's his nice little weapon there. He's always missing his towel, and he's actually got another little projectile that's missing that I'm sure I've got somewhere as well, so I will find him. The jaw opens up. That is cool. That would sit great in an action figure line, on your shelf as well. Really nice sculpt on that one. Next up is Mighty Max Shatters the Gargoyle. This one's got a lot of moving pieces, to be honest. It's got the wings, obviously side to side, as you can see. You have the sword, you have the harpoons, there's 2 of them, 2 rockets. You have the wings on the back, so when you open him up like that, his head goes down, opens up like that, and then there's a figure inside, and then this gargoyle does come out as well when you lift that section up, like that, and he comes out. I'm not going to take him out though. So there is a lot of pieces on this one, quite intricate, really cool. A little bit of influence maybe from the gargoyle line from Kenner, same colour, same kind of style. He would fit right in there. And last but not least, we have Mighty Max Shuts Down Cybot. Here we are. This one really gives me Ed 209 vibes with the legs on that one. He's missing a few pieces, this particular one, which is a real shame because he can be very expensive if complete, but this one is not complete. And there we go, his head will open up, Mighty Max would hide in there. His visor is still intact, which is quite good. Never get this one open. Okay, I can't get that one open. And that one, I know he hasn't got any of these pieces, so I'm not gonna try and open him up, but he's pretty cool. He looks Ed 209 to me, really good. And I like the sculpt on that. You move the head and the arms kind of move, and the vice versa. Really cool. So not only did I pick up the suitcase of Mighty Max, I also filled up my backpack, and I will show you what I got in there. So inside the backpack was this, I think it's called Terra Talons. It has a few little kind of little monsters on the inside there. It's missing its rockets. This one's missing its rockets. It has this kind of skeleton bird dog thing that opens up like that. Yeah, it's quite intricate, this one. Lots and lots of detail on this particular one. I don't think I've ever had this one before. You open it up. That opens up there, and you've got Mighty Max and his mates all sitting in there waiting to attack. And let's shut that and that, because if you turn it around, turn these upside down, and there's this as well. Press that, and I believe that this comes out. There we go, and you've got yourself a little vehicle. First vehicle in Mighty Max. A little car. Really, a little bit different, this one. Definitely a little bit different. Also in the bag was this, which is Skullmaster's head. This one is missing pieces. There is a few little bits inside, few little figures here. You can see him there. There are the wings that would sit on the side there, and they also go on there. So then Mighty Max or the Skullmaster can fly away. This one takes batteries, but I think there is batteries inside there, and unfortunately they've gone rotten, so it's made the circuits go rotten. So what would happen is the eyes would light up. Remember, if you want to take a little bit more of a look in detail, you can watch my video on the history of Mighty Max. And remember to subscribe, and you will get to see lots and lots of cool things being picked up over the weeks. This is my full-time job, guys, so I do run the website and I do pick things up to sell for you. Also in the bag was this Dragon Island. I'm not a big fan of Dragon Island, to be honest. You can't really get much money for them. That's part of Magus's hand on that one, so you probably know what's coming now. You've got the dragon, that opens up. You've got a Skullmaster. You had a few like accessories in there. Not a clue if this is 100% complete. I'd have to go through it and double check, but I think you would push that and they open up there. The light would come on there with the batteries, but I know for a fact this one as well, you can see in there, still got a little battery inside from the 90s, and unfortunately it's gone rotten, meaning that the electrics don't work, so that's devalued it, but it's still a cool set to have. Stick that in the middle of the display, stick the zoom zones around it, and it looks pretty cool. Also, you might have guessed there was a Blast Magus as well. This guy is missing pretty much everything, but you open him up like that. There's like a little spaceship in there. Open that up like that, and he's also got a little play area there for the kiddies. And yeah, that's quite a nice shell of a figure. As soon as you fit in the accessories, you know, he is quite a little cool play set to have. But before you go, I did pick up one more thing in this collection, and it is a bag of accessories and spares, which is extremely important because straight away, you know, they're from Blast Magus set. That's a Gargoyle set, which we didn't actually have in the bag, but that is a spare Blast Magus. There's a few other accessories from sets that we did not have, so it's pretty cool to have. If you can see, you've got loads of different types of Mighty Max. You've got ones with like slingshots, you've got the ones with the spike. He's from the mini sets. These ones are the later ones, not the ones with their feet stuck together. And there's a few Skullmasters in here as well. And then the mini sets which you get with the heroes and the villains, which were these guys. Obviously his little hero mate, can't remember his name, Gargoyle. But also these parts as well, which are really important because they go with the Battle Warriors. So if anyone's looking to sell anything like Mighty Max, take pictures like of these bits, because these are the bits that increase the value. So that's it, guys. That's what I collected down at Bond Street. Remember to subscribe if you want to see some toy hunting, toy history, and top fives, and lots of little pickups along the way. Well, guys, that is it. What is that on my head? Oh my God, look at the dent that I get from that head cam. That is crazy. Remember, guys, follow me on Instagram at Toy Scavenger. You can buy the toys at thetoyscavenger.com. Subscribe, like, and comment. I'm Paul, the Toy Scavenger. I'll see you soon.